Oh dear lord, today's game is Bonk's Adventure for the NES. I hope I can get it working. This was sent to me from my buddy Justin, who reached out and said, I have a Bonk's Adventure, it's not working. And please get it working. I was like, man, I hope so. Because this is not a inexpensive game anymore to find. I had one. I did have one. I had one once upon a time. Not as good. I'll be honest with you, not as good as the TurboGrafx 16 version, but given the option, I'd rather have this one. Alright, I'm already seeing... Look at the pins down there. That corrosion going on. Is that corrosion? Maybe that's another word for it. Boy, it's certainly... The pins have taken their toll. Where'd you find this? Chile? Come on. Shout out to my buddies in Chile. That's actually literally where I bought my copy of this. There's tape on the back. That's like there's a crack in the case here. This game's seen better days, but you know, if it works, it works. And this is, looking at the pins, it says a KB. Yep, this is a legit US Nintendo game, so I guess we can pop it in and have a look. I don't expect we'll find anything. Grab my little tripod here. This is my tripod, by the way. I'm expecting we're not going to find much. And with pins like that, probably not even worth using a 1-up card. Hello. Oh. Guess it helps if I plug it in. Good, Yogi. Yeah, nothing. Didn't think so. Well, if only there was a way I could test to see if the pins still worked. What is this? Somebody gifted me a multimeter. And I can't get it to turn on. It was working earlier. Oh, it was working earlier. Alright. Maybe that'll be another open card surgery later, trying to get the multimeter working. Alright, we could try a board swap. I mean, I want this game to work. But with the pins looking like the way they are, man, I don't even think that's a possibility. Nothing else looks too bad, though. Be almost afraid to use a... You know, I'm going to do a board swap on this one. Will it decrease the value? Of course it will. But will it work? I hope so. But right now it's not working, so I may as well try something anyway. I do have a spare. This is a TL-ROM, correct? Double check here. It's got to be a TL-ROM. Yep, TL-ROM. Because the board, I think, is shot as it is, I'm going to try Brasso. There's... I don't even know what else we're trying. Yeah, I didn't think so. You know what? We're going to try a board swap. We're going to try the old... what's it called? When you replace something? Like, not heart surgery, but like if you're going in for, like, transplant. We're going to go for a transplant. Thank you. I heard you. I heard you say transplant. All right. We'll try that. All right. I got this unsoldered. And I don't want to break it. I need to be extra genteel. And these pins have been through some action. They're even just on the metallic side. They look pretty dirty, so I want to be as gentle as possible. I actually have an EEPROM remover here. And I'm going to take my time on this. Because, alright, here is one. If I can pull it out with my fingers, that's maybe optimal, but this will help it out a little bit. Now the PRG, for some reason, usually isn't nearly as difficult to remove as the CHR. Alright, we got one. The beautiful thing on doing a board swap, I still don't have one. This one keeps going back in and then getting reacquainted or something. There we go. Alright, here's one. That's the PRG. Even taking these pins out and looking at the rest of the board condition, I don't think this would have ever worked. Like by other means, you know. But I'm going to try to save this part. I want to use the legitness. This one up here in the corner is always the hardest. And it's coming out just fine. Thankfully. I was a little worried about that. I was like, worst case scenario, it would fall out. But then you could replace the pin by putting a wire into the board. And I was like, I don't even want to do that. Gently does it. Okay, here is the CHR in usable condition. This is scrapped. Bye-bye. I can still use that, though, so I'm going to unsolder that and these little pieces right here, too. Maybe the CIC as well. Because replacement CICs are $4 each. Yikes. I'm going to keep that, too. I'm going to keep this handy. I have a kind of a... There you go. I don't have anything for them. I have a pile. I have a stack. I probably should organize those sometime, huh? All right. Here's my replacement one. This game does work, or did. Of course, I'm sad that I had to destroy a game to make this one. But I would still rather have this one than... I'd rather have Bonk's Adventure than the donor game I used. And it was sacrificed. I tested it to make sure it worked. I'm not going to tell you what game I used. Pull it out nicely. You can put it back in nicely. This one looks like I was having just enough trouble to make putting it back in just enough trouble. Don't want to force him in. Cool. One in. Oh, and if you're wondering, like after you pull them out, you're like, oh, what was this? What was I supposed to put it in? The text is upside down, according to, if it's like this, the text is upside down, and that little notch up in the corner, that's as good as the notch of which direction it's facing. Keep that in mind, too. That was one of the questions I had when I first started doing this, too. I was like, oh, how do I know? There's no notch. There's no little notch that tells me which way I'm supposed to put it in. And that's why. All right, we got them both in. Let's solder it together. Keep our fingers crossed. Oh. That's right. I gotta plug it in again. I'm all being dramatic about it. Alright, here we go. Hey, look at that. I love it. Great, great game. If you're yeah, they really did make a Bonk's Adventure for the NES. It was near the end of the NES's timeline. But, man, great, great game, so... Justin, I'm happy to say, sorry I couldn't keep it on the original board, but I did get it working. So you do have a legit Bonk's Adventure. As far as I'm concerned, the chips are legit. That makes it legit. In trading it or in selling it, do the honest thing. And I would say, just so you know, that the circuit board was swapped because the circuit board had issues with it. The circuit board was deteriorating. But the game is legit. If you took this to a convention and brought it in your case and everything like that, and it's like, open it up. They open it up. They're going to see that the chips are legit. It's good. It may decrease the value a little bit that it is on a different circuit board, but I would still definitely say that it is on a new circuit board because that's just being honest as a collector, right? However, everything else is legit. Great game, and we got it working. So thank you for watching. This is awesome. I feel really good about myself now. Again, I wish I could have saved it on the original board, but, you know, what are you going to do? Thanks for watching again. If you dig the channel, give it a thumbs up. Give it a subscribe. Hit that bell icon so you get first alerts on new videos coming out. Make sure you check out my Patreon if, you know, you're happy to help out. I humbly appreciate any help I can get on this channel. And if you have a broken game laying around that you're just like, you know what, instead of throwing it away, I'll send it Rigg's way. My address is in the description below. I have a whole box full of broken games still that I have yet to get to, so it may take me a little while, but we'll get to it eventually. As always, thanks for watching. Take care. We'll see you.